Hello and welcome. I am the Scraptastic crocheter and my name is Amanda. I'm going to try something new today. I'm going to try and show you some of my larger projects and that you get a better view of the items that I have done. Not all of them are recent, and the largest one showing through here is my largest ongoing project. It's been going on for over a year and I'm not finished, but I have been teasing about it on my Instagram. But today I will show it for the first time in its full glory to this day. So I'm gonna start with this one. This is my Christmas sweater that I have showed in a couple of videos while working on it, and this is how it looks, the final project. I took this ribbon and I placed it in around my waist and cinched it up a little bit so that it's tighter, and yeah, I get a better figure around the waist instead of just a whole square box. But that's how it looks, all of it finished. And I'm gonna flip it over here so you can see that back seam. As I mentioned, I switched going around and back and forth, like every row I turned my work to get a straight line down the middle. So that's how it looks finished. So that one is there. I'm just gonna move it to the side, and here you see more of the larger project. Here I have a baby size queen. The pattern is named Queen. It's a mosaic crochet pattern by Tina from Iceland. And here is the top of it. I have it's a double border. So one side is this, it's a cookie yarn. I think it's the Limelight yarn. And then I have big Verona in a gray and like almost a lavender kind of color on the back. All of this is made with scrap yarn that I have been gifted in different ways. I know that some of these yarns are like this green here is the holly yarn from Rusta, similar to what I have in my haul. I might have this actual color in my haul. Yeah, I bought 2 of these recently, and also some of these colors are Rusta yarn. This is a Rusta yarn. Here is the Limelight cookie again. So there's plenty of different yarn colors going through all the way up in this pattern. I really enjoyed making it. It was my first mosaic project. And here you can see that the back of it shows the pattern. You can see it as a little sneak peek, kinda. But this was the first one, and it's not the last one. And since it is different yarns, it's all scraps, it's acrylics, it's wools, it's cottons, there's mixed yarns. I have no idea if I dare to wash it because the colors might bleed. So this is not being used as anything really usable. It's being kept somewhat safe. So I don't stain it, because you never know, like when you get yarns that you don't buy, or like you have no idea how to care for some of them. So here is another item this is a Cocoon Cardigan, and this is made with 1 ball of Viking Pleddgarn. It's a very fluffy yarn, and I don't know if it's what you would say it's a boucle, but it's really fluffy. So it's all just a big square. You can see where it starts here in the middle, and then I stitched it up a part of the side, left a piece for the arm, and just 1 more row after that, and also 1 more row around here after I stitched it together. So this is just a all purple yarn. I do understand that my lighting sucks, so that the yarn might not show its true color. I will try to link to the yarn, and if I can find a picture I might try and insert it. I have to improve my editing skills, so maybe that's something I should try. So yeah, it's color changing, fluffy yarn, gorgeous. And more of this is showing up. But here is my most recent project of these. Here we have, it's a hooded scarf or cowl neck. Is it the wild oleander scarf, I believe it's called, that I still haven't decided whether I should put on a fringe at the bottom or not. But this is in the cookie color mustard, and it's I have here from the back, you can see that it's slightly angled here, the seam from where the rows are changing, but I don't mind. It's really gorgeous, really gorgeous. Yeah, and it's really soft, so that's nice. You see more and more of this underneath. It's almost fully revealed. We have this first. This is my large at-home shawl, but I don't remember the name of the pattern, but I know I followed a YouTube tutorial, so I can link that in the comments. The yarn I used is the same yarn in my last yarn haul, the Mella from Rusta. I bought 4 balls, and this gorgeous, let's see if I can stretch it out. It took 6 balls. I'll stretch it out all over the bed. Let's see, does it go from, yeah, it does. It's basically like, here's the edge of the bed, and then you go over to the other edge of the bed, and it's almost the way up to the pillows. It's a bit wrinkly up there, but it is so nice, soft, fluffy. It's an acrylic yarn, but it's really warm even though it has a lot of holes, so it keeps me warm watching TV, crocheting small items. When I'm working on this large thing, I don't need this one, because this is big enough so that I can work and hide under it. So this is more of cold nights working on smaller items. But you can see there's pops of blue and pink, grays of different shades. Here you can see that it is a bit fluffy. Wear and tear has made the stitches go a little bit fluffier than they were when it was first made. Nothing that I worry about at all. Like you can see it here on the edge that it's really fluffing up, and that just adds to the texture, I think. So there's that. So now this bad boy, or girl. This is my second mosaic project, and this is the Havana Blanket, pattern also made by Tina from Iceland. And all of this is scrap yarns. Some I have bought, some is gifted to me, just the same as with the Queen. I know that this is Apache Tears pattern, and then it goes into, well, I'm using two very contrasting colors, so this looks like squares and lines, and squares and lines or bubbles that's going in and out. But I know that this pattern is an optical illusion, so if you use two colors that's similar in color, you will get a totally different pattern. So I do appreciate that a lot about this pattern. I'm guessing, I'm not sure, but this part is similar to that part. It's just like the other way around, and it's a bit different. The tears are a bit longer in a way, and then these diamonds, squares, bubbles, they are similar but different. And then you have more Apache style but closer together. And then this part, which I felt this one was a little bit harder for me to like get the stitches right, because the other pieces of the pattern looked very easy following the chart, but that chart didn't have the same type of flow in how to place the stitches, so it took a little bit longer for me to befriend this part. Of course it's doable, so nothing weird. And in the pattern, Tina has listed 6 different like charts pieces that you can alternate. You can do as wide or as narrow as you want, a row or 2 or many repeats, or just a whole blanket of this. Why not? But I've started to repeat some of it up here, and on this part you can actually see that there's like a cross pattern like this, but this is actually the same pattern as this, just that the colors of this part here is not as contrasting. You can see here is the middle square, and here's the next middle square, and it's the same pattern all the way here, but you see it in a different way here compared to here, just because of the difference, or no difference really, between the colors of the yarn. Also, like here the yellows are closer together, the yellow and the pink here, compared to where like the more bright pink and the light pink. So you get different types of patterns depending, or different brightness in the patterns depending on how you work it color wise. Like from here you can barely see this part of the pattern, because yeah, you have to come up closer to see the difference. Since this is a large project and it's been going for over a year, and I use a 4mm crochet hook, different yarn types. There's DK, there's worsted, there's probably, yeah, there's wool, there's acrylic. Some places here I have used I have doubled a yarn to get like a thicker yarn, just so that it would work out good enough. And my tension has changed. Like, I have grown as a crocheter. I know that the stitch count is right, but I don't know if you can tell that this here is slightly going inwards that way. You can tell it more on this side, that the difference there is a lot bigger. So it is skinnier at the top. I'm hoping that when I finish this off, because it's gonna be it's probably gonna be a long time, because my plan is to make it at least, I wouldn't say maybe a fourth more, maybe 1/3 longer than what it is. We'll see. But the double border hopefully fixes the fact that it's feeling like it's going inward and tapering up. I'm not mad about it. It's just how it is, and it's showing that I'm growing and learning techniques. I can tell looking at here in the beginning that it's very like stretchy, loosey-goosey, almost like curling up, because yeah, tension was different, the yarns are different. Mixing yarn types is what it is, you know. Thicker yarns, thinner yarns, of course it will do whatever it does, not work the same way all the way around or all the way through. I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to like even get the full like this, because yeah, it's kind of large as it is, and I have limited space moving in my bedroom right now, so it is gorgeous. And I'm not sure of like the colors going forward from this, because I have blues and greens and purples there, but I have blues and greens and purples over there a little bit, so I'm not sure where I'm gonna take it, but it depends basically on what yarn I have at hand in the scrap yarns designated for this project, because it needs to be enough to at least go one row. There's some places here where I've only done like one row of a yarn. It doesn't happen very often. Most of the yarns in this one is like a whole ball or something. Here, this one is only one row. Two rows of this more mustardy yellow. It doesn't really look mustardy, but it is slightly mustard compared to this one. I'm liking how this green pops, and these colors are gorgeous together. These remind me of like old school brick houses. Red bricks, brown bricks, I don't know, it just brick houses or brick road or something. This feels more modern popping. But yeah, this is I'm not gonna say it's all of my large projects, because I have an ongoing project right now that is taking a lot of my space and time and whatnot, and that's why I'm not posting as many videos as I wish at the moment. And I'm hoping that that project will finish soon, so that I can finish it and give it away and then show you. Because there's that catch. It's a gift. So I'm just gonna show this from this direction so you can actually see the similarities. Like the stripes from this side. It's kind of hard to tell here where there's greens and like a purple color. They're not contrasting as much. But yeah. So here's a big pile. Now I hid the other stuff underneath it, but oh well. Can you ever get enough of these sparkles? The Hobbii universe. Sparkly, soft, squishy. I need a blanket out of this. Like, for real. A blanket cuddling in underneath this. It's so soft and squishy. I need to make shawls for myself out of this. I need to buy more of this because they have plenty gorgeous yarn colors also. Yeah. I'm pretty good at sidetracking, or kind of losing what I was thinking of or planned to say. But I hope you enjoyed these colorful items that I've made, and I hope to get back to you soon with more projects, ideas, and all the other stuff I have planned in my head. Please, if you would like, subscribe, give me a comment. What did you enjoy the most? Is there anything here that inspires you to try a new pattern out, or just, you know, anything really? But I hope you have a awesome rest of your day, and bye bye for now.